at the snapshot of our financial sheet since 2014, and that you can understand my financial aspect of this relationship. Our monthly earning here would not even buy me an air ticket. But I was invested a lot in Motherland and my businesses according to the person who I expected to support me, what always failed, and it was just constant. Like, dude, in my dream, I used to sleep with this helmet on because it was just, oh my, fail, don't do it. But you know what? If I have a vision board, I can't kill the love for myself, my vision, because that's what I feel is my purpose and my goal for life, and I have to achieve it. Or I'll forever be haunted by it. So for you to love me, you had to support that. So that was the first financial failure that we had. But in the background, because you've only been to Kenya 2 times. I mean, I've showed you a couple stuff, but you know, they still don't look, but you really don't know. Even when I released the video of me starting a resort, you were surprised, and that was still when we were.
So Cheese Boy and Lily, you guys better watch out. James is ready for you guys as usual. Yeah, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about James's 2 videos that he dropped. You know, I'm going to do it all in totality. I don't have time to separate them. I'm just good because I've watched both of it, and I'm just going to analyze the video in totality. Yeah, so I might mix, you know, the stories up, but it's going to be what he said in those videos. So Cheeseboy and Lily, I hope you guys are ready for James's trouble. It's not really trouble for all this receipt and everything that is got about you guys, because he dropped it like it's hot as usual. He dropped it with receipt again. You guys know he doesn't do things without dropping receipts for each word or each sentence that he's talking about or he's bragging about. Yes, he's got the bragging rights. James, you've got the bragging rights. Continue throwing it out for us, for the whole world to see your own part and how genuine you are in the whole relationship from the beginning to the end. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl, Sapphire Glow, here again, the girl with the gist. Yes, so, and you guys know if you've been following my channel, because we bring it as we see it on the street of YouTube. And you guys know for a while now we've been following James. If you don't know James, James is just James, that's his name. Is a Kenyan that lives in America, was once married to a Korean girl named Jaeyoung. That's her name. That's her real name, Jaeyoung. So she also, like, you know, with a name on YouTube. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just joking. Everybody, you know, can use whatever name they choose to use on YouTube. Okay, her name is Lily PETALs. That's what everybody knows her as. So they are divorced, and that divorce has been ongoing for like over a year now. You know, or since 2019, but it came online over a year now. We've been on that divorce issue. Anyways, that's along the way. You guys can go watch their channel. Now we're making advert for them. You guys can go watch their channel. It's very interesting. Do you understand? This that divorce saga is very interesting. So like I was saying, for the benefit of those people that, you know, are onto this Lily and James's brouhaha on YouTube. Yeah, as I was saying, like I'm going to run these 2 videos, you know, and just talk about it in this video. And yeah, just James came as usual with all the receipts of when they've been married for the past 12 years, how he's been taking care of the family, and they're also asking Lily to go look for work right from then, that she doesn't want to, you know, Lily has never wanted to work. Do you understand? And he's been the one taking care of the family, which he wasn't complaining about, but he got to a stage where Lily, you know, I just feel like Lily thinks James is a milk cow. Do you understand? She doesn't love him, because from all the videos, from these last 2 videos that I watched with all the receipts and the video evidences and voice notes evidences that he put out there, I can say for sure that she never really loved him that much. Because if you really love a man or you love your partner, you would support their dreams, which she never gave him that support. From all the things that he was saying, she never wanted his dreams to come true, because she just thought he's a wasteful spender with all the money he himself was making for the family. Do you understand? And I really found it strange that your wife would not support your dreams. Do you understand? This is an African man. We know what we are doing. African men, they know what they're doing. They know how to make money. And people talked a lot about that bike that James bought, because that was some like almost 2 years ago now, that people were talking about. A lot of reactors did videos concerning that bike, and that was the image that Lily portrayed, that James bought a bike of $12,000, from our money, and everybody was thinking that it was Lily that made that money. And he's also brought out the receipt. He talked about it, that money was his own money. That's out of all the receipts that he brought. He asked us, and he asked Jayon, which is Lily Petals, to look through that receipt. If he really has eyes, she should have seen that there was nowhere stated in that receipt, in that bank statement, that he was just rolling them out on this video. There was nowhere $12,000 missed in their account. So she should know that he has his own private money, or the way he's getting his own money, and to be able to afford that bike. And Cheeseboy, in your previous video with Lily, because I watched it also, Cheeseboy and Lily's video, that's Lily Petals video, but Cheeseboy, as we know, he has taken over Lily's channel, is always the one doing all the talking and all of that stuff, because he never can stop talking. He never stops running his mouth like a tap. So you talked about James receiving salary like McDonald worker. That means you're bringing down people that work in McDonald. You brought them down in that your video with that statement that you made, that James receives salary like a McDonald worker. Do you understand? Which I believed, even when I watched it, I believed that, I just knew that you were lying. Do you understand? It's because of the jealousy that you had against him. That's why you could just like compare his salary with a McDonald worker. Do you understand? It's not that low. He's got a degree. He's an engineer, according to the other video that I watched. And so you're just trying to run him down, just like he's saying that you and Lily Petal are just trying to bring him down every time you make a video. And he's ready. I'm happy for him, because he's an African man. Like I said, we don't go down without a fight. Do you understand? We'll not let somebody bring us down without a fight. We are that strong. Is embedded in all Africans. We are that strong. So I like the fact that he's coming out to counter whatever you and Jayon Lily Petals come out to say against him. Do you understand? And he's an engineer. He makes good money. Where did he get all the money that he invested in Kenya? Because now he's got a resort, like he's saying, and we've seen it on his previous videos before. He's got a resort now, which I think is started in full operation in this thing. And those things that you invest in Africa, they're not beans. What I mean beans means they're not small money. Do you understand? For him to get that kind of result, and travel agency and all of that stuff. So Jayon and Lily Petals and your boyfriend Chris, you guys are just trying to run him down. So that one is we know that you guys are lying about James. So like going forward, about the video with all the receipts that he put, another thing that surprised me in this video that James talked about is the fact that Lily, how could you be selling toothpaste for $30? How could you be selling that? Well, I don't understand. You're buying toothpaste for $30. That's waste of money. This is not your money. It's not even you that is working for that money, and you're buying toothpaste for $30. He said it in that video. That's waste of money. You can't work. You don't want to work. You just want to be a full housewife, and you just want to be taken care of. You want the baby girl life from your husband, which is not refusing to give to you. He gave it to you up to the point that he got tired and said, if you don't want to work, you just want to sit down and make YouTube, why don't you just concentrate on this YouTube, make it and make money out of it? But he's not going to sit down and watch you make videos once in a week, and then you come up with the fact that yeah, have your girls, I'm taking care of your girls. That's like, you're being manipulative in that aspect. Do you understand? James said a lot of things in his videos that, in fact, when they bring your case, both of you's case, in front of a judge, with all the evidences that this guy has gathered, James has gathered, I'm just sure they should just give him the pass, and you should be the one even paying him for every damage and everything, because the guy really went through a lot, and he really tried to make the marriage work at the beginning. Do you understand? And it was financial trouble that cost you guys rift. Do you understand? It was the financial aspect of your life that caused the breakup. Do you understand? You wanted more from what he was doing. And I like the fact that James really acknowledged the fact that you were the one that pushed him to achieve his dreams, as in going to school, he wanted to become something else, according to the last video on his channel, but you pushed him to become an engineer, which is very grateful for. and also becoming an American citizen, which he got. So what else do you want, Lily? You never supported this guy. And the last video that I watched, the one he just put up, where you were crying, those cries were crocodile tears. How could you, the house, the house that you guys invested in Korea, how could you, behind his back, give the house to your mom? You said you put the name, your mother's name in the house without informing your husband. It's not as if you were the one that bought the house alone. Both of you invested to buy the house, and then you put your mom there. You said you changed your name just because he was asking you what about the houses. You didn't put in papers everything that you guys worked towards achieving when you were married, as in the properties you got, and the declaring the properties you got, declaring the amount of money you had before you splitted. But now he's asking you, why did you not put the house when amongst the property that you guys got together while you were still a couple? So tell me if that's not being manipulative. You changed the name of that house, put it in your mother's name without letting him know. But because as a smart guy now, as a smart African guy now, you think he's an American. We have sense. That's what I've told you, and he told you in that video, have sense. You're not playing with the fool. James, you should have known that you lived with him for 12 years, so you should have known that he's not one lily-livered guy. He's not one guy that his senses are between his thighs. He's got sense. You were crying, you were manipulative. He was asking you for the house, and you're saying you should forget about it because you put. How could you say that? This is something that you guys both invested in. You just want to claim it like that. That's wrong now. Nigerians will say, oh, wrong now, Lily. Oh, wrong now. He's asking you for the house. You're saying you started crying, crocodile tears, shedding crocodile tears. That you shouldn't talk about the house. You should forget. How could you say that? I was shocked. Listening to that part, I was shocked. And he talked about how the first 3 years of your marriage, how you were abusing him, physically abusing him. Okay, and you were the one that came out, the first time that you people announced your divorce and all of that stuff, and when he started coming out with receipts, you were the one that came to the whole world, to the internet space, to say he abused you, he beat you, you showed your leg. I can remember that video vividly. You showed your leg, that this is what he did to you, he kicked you, he did this, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, see him right in front of you, asking you, telling you to your face that the first 3 years you were abusing him in the marriage, physically. Nobody was there with you guys. So you would have countered it if you were telling lies in that particular scene. But you never said anything. That means silence means consent. Means you actually did those things. So the reverse was the case. You were the one that was even, being abusive in the marriage, and you came out to claim that he was the one being abusive because you believe that when a woman comes out to cry, the whole world will believe them because they are feminine. Do you understand? Men are stronger than women. So whatever they say, people tend to believe them. But thank God you met your match. I'm just so glad. It's not as if I'm saying all those things. I'm not supporting a woman. No, I will not support what is wrong. Because you're a woman, I will support you. No. This is clear indication that you were lying from the onset just to buy people's mind. James, you are crazy. He said in this new video, he said, oh, otherwise I'm just going to quote him and unquote him. Otherwise, we're just going to be happy and embarrassing our kids. James, you're very crazy. I just remembered I said that. Let me play it for you guys to listen.
We'll be good to go. Otherwise, we're going to be up here embarrassing our kids, busy doing nothing or not being young adults. And, man.
Yeah, James even said he's glad that all of you are not living as a family because now he can have control over his girls when they're with him on his own father's day, as in when the kids are with him on their own time. Do you understand? So he has control over them now. And Lily, he told you, have sense. I'll keep repeating it. Have sense. He said it repeatedly. Have sense. You cannot manipulate him. And don't try to use reverse psychology on him. It's not going to work. He's an African man. It's not going to work. Okay?